Yes, people, welcome back to another episode of Real Ball Talk. Hope everyone had a very, very good weekend. It's good to be back. A lot of good games, so we're going to get straight into it. What are you telling me, my bro Rash? What are you saying?
What's going on, my guy? Wicked weekend of results. Can't wait to get into it. There's some things that I've just been anxious to speak about. So, yeah, let's get into it.
Yeah, man, 100%. What are you saying, Jeff?
Yeah, man, all good, all good. Glad to be back talking some football, man.
Yeah, man, 100%. And obviously, Jalil's not around today. He's at the Emirates right now, enjoying his box. So, yeah, hopefully he can enjoy the game and he gets the result that, everyone here wants and he definitely wants. So let's see what Arsenal are saying today. But yeah, people, before we start, obviously smash the likes, subscribe to the channel if you're new. We also have created like a Twitch account as well. So we should be live on there too. The link to it is there. So go check it out. Start following us on Twitch as well. Twitch is a bit different to YouTube. It's actually quite cool. You can actually show highlights of games and there's no copyright. So it's something that in the next couple of weeks we might be looking to start incorporating more of. So the link is there. Go follow us on Twitch. And yeah, but make sure to smash the like on this video and subscribe to the YouTube. But yeah, man, let's get into it. So many talking points. But I think the main one we have to start with is Man United crumbling, falling apart against. To be honest, 4-2. It probably should have been more. I thought Leicester dominated, start to finish, absolutely balled out. Tielemans was fantastic from start to finish. He was brilliant. I thought Maddison was good. That Vardy, absolute pest again. Iheanacho was a handful. Gave Maguire a hell of a time. Maguire struggled, obviously, first game back from injury. He was diabolical. I thought the whole team, I thought the whole United team was diabolical. I thought Pogba and Matic in the middle were terrible. Pogba just giving the ball away for fun. Fernandes just played like a striker, non-existent. Sancho again, a bit of another no-show. Greenwood, banger. Can't go give it to him, banger. And then, obviously, my guy, the old man up top, pointing another 0 out of 10 from him. It's sad to see, but what are you saying, Rash, man?
So I just had to go and rewatch that game as well, just to make sure that I actually saw what I saw on the weekend, because that was such a poor performance. I mean, it was like a training session, but not a training session in pressing or aggressive tackling, but just in, when you just got to fill in the gaps. So you're just going back slowly and you got to try and pass through the lines. The defenses shouldn't be aggressive. They don't even really put in any tackles. Just cover your lines, track back and stuff like that. That's what United was doing. I think there was no energy in their play yesterday. There was no chemistry. Every other pass, I mean, they couldn't even put 3 passes together without losing it. Leicester was just snuffing them out. Pogba, I usually talk about his ball retention and how I don't really see him lose the ball. I saw him lose the ball more than I did for a lot of time, like on Saturday. And I think even he was frustrated with the game, because even listening to his interview afterwards, he didn't even know what to say. Like, he was like, I don't know, things need to change. He doesn't know what needs to change, but things need to change. Everyone knows, we all know what he's talking about. Yeah, there needs to be some sort of tactical awareness going on in that club. And at the moment, it's just names for filling spaces, and they're just on the pitch. They don't have any duties, no responsibilities, no roles. It doesn't seem like they're well drilled in anything. Like one of the standout performers that I thought was terrible in the Man United squad, there was 2 really. It was Matic and Maguire. Yeah, those 2 were awful. Matic, it's like he didn't want to be there. He refused to tackle. He refused to track back properly. He wasn't part of any build-up play. He lost the ball a lot. He fouled. Do you know what I mean? Like, he was just like, this guy, it's like he's either doesn't want to be there or A just caught up with him. Yeah. And Maguire was just off his rocker. He was just making some poor decisions. Leicester's first goal, that he waited for the ball to come to him and allowed it to just get snatched off him, I think by Ricardo, took it off of his feet or something like that and managed to just cross it in. I mean, who waits for a ball like that? I mean, why was he waiting for the ball? Do you know what I'm trying to say? But he did. Second goal as well, he played them onside and then tried to put his hand up like, hey, he's offside, bruv. You played 3 man onside, just you, no one else. You know what I mean? I just thought, I think you duped us, you John, because when we were speaking about predictions and you said, yeah, Maguire ain't gonna be playing, yeah, and man changed his prediction results. Yeah,
Bro, I'll be honest, I didn't think he was playing.
yeah, but I thought I reckon if it would have been Lindelof and Bailey, it would have been a totally different game from at the back.
100%,
But
100%.
he was just off it. He was off it, and they had no attack. I mean, Greenwood's goal was sick, yeah, but ultimately, Leicester were on job. They weren't giving United more than 2 touches on the ball before they're clamping them down. It was so easy for them to pass through the midfield. They'll just pass it back, get the ball, pass it back, go into the space in between 2 men and pass it straight through that space. United just was in 6s and 7s. They were doing the same move all the time. The Tielemans was just running the show. He was just doing whatever he wanted to do. Iheanacho was putting Maguire under mad pressure like all game. Basaka couldn't handle Vardy on the other side. Shaw, it's like he wasn't playing. He didn't have a really good game. Like none of the United players was playing, but Leicester were playing. Vardy is sick. You know what I'm trying to say? His positional, his movement on the pitch is amazing, especially at that age, to show that he's still a contender and he's still going to be a trouble for anyone who he's up against. He really put himself about as well. Soyuncu, we spoke about him having a really bad start to the season, managed to get back onto the score sheet against United again. You know, like I just think United need to get it together. It clearly shows that they don't have any tactics. That's what's clear. They don't have any identity and they don't have any tactics. And Leicester exploited that. They just crumbled to pieces at the weekend.
I think you hit the nail on the head everywhere there. I think they were just no tactics. They got completely exposed by a team who had tactics and just played through them at will.
Yeah, they were second best everywhere on the pitch.
Everywhere on the pitch, they were second best, absolutely everywhere. And I think, I mean, Jeff, like everyone's talking about Ole. He's like the elephant in the room everyone knows about. People think that it's time to go. He's got Atalanta and Liverpool this week. He's got Man City coming up, Chelsea, Spurs, Arsenal. For them, that'll be all mad hard games. Like, do you see him making through? Do they need to make a change now? And let me ask you this: do you think the Man United squad is overrated?
No, not on individuals. The individuals, if you like go by that position for position, they have a very, very good squad. And the bench is also very good. I wouldn't say overrated. Like based on individual merit, it's a good team. It's just they can't flow together with Oli at the help. Like it's kind of like I don't even understand that there was all this like coverage on it like this weekend, but it's like things we all knew. Like it's not there's not no shock like to see this happening, because we all know that like the individuals kind of rescue United a lot of the time, and it nearly happened again. Like equalizing 82nd minute, something
out of nowhere, just a long ball and bam.
Rashford. Great take.
Yeah. Good for him to get back on the score sheet and play. But it's just Rashford pretty much covered it all. But it's just like a direction, man. So it would be maybe in their best interest to see the next 2-3 games and see what happens. But I think they know deep down that if they want to get back to the top of the pyramid, they're going to need someone like a more tried and tested manager, isn't it? Really, because
Yeah.
the counter attack style, like I wouldn't be surprised if he stays on, because in some of those big games they're gonna get wins because that's their style. Like their style is counter attack, so we wouldn't be shocked to see them go and nick points off some of those some of them big games they've got coming up, because that's just them. But games like this, where like, oh, don't get me wrong, Leicester are a very good team, but it's more evenly keeled. Like it's not like Leicester are just gonna have all of the ball kind of game, and you can just counter attack. It's gonna be more balanced. So that was the problem. Maguire got rushed back. It seemed unnecessarily, because there was no talk about him the whole 2 weeks of the international break. It's just like, I'm fit, I can play, bye bench, and then like what? Like even like the De Gea pass. Don't get me wrong, he didn't have the most pace, and maybe he could have gone long straight away. But you had that option. Like the pass didn't have the greatest pace. You could have cleared it in one movement.
Yeah.
Or protected the ball better and kicked out for a throw in something. But you tried to do some wild take on, and Iheanacho just said, "Thank you, mate. Like, appreciate it."
Yeah. It was mad.
Yeah, like don't get me wrong, I'm not the biggest fan of Maguire. I like as a top defender, I just think he's average. Like he's okay. Like he's not bad. But yeah, he rushed back. So I'm not even gonna kill him too much for like his rustiness. But yeah, just a bad day at the office, man. All around.
Yeah, and you know what? Yeah, usually Ole, he finds a way of escaping trouble just when he's on the brink. But I feel like this time is a little bit too much. And I know they got Atalanta on Wednesday.
That's a tough game.
I think it's at home, but that might even make it worse. Because Atalanta, they like to play. And then, before I get back to you, Rash, I was just going to say, and then they got Liverpool on Sunday. And to be honest, the way Liverpool are playing now, and it's the way it seems like Salah's giving the whole team a confidence boost, because the way he's playing right now, like, it's one of those rare times, and it's a beautiful thing to see. When someone is oozing confidence, it's beautiful to see. Like, the guy is walking around the pitch like, I'm the guy. There's nothing better to see. It doesn't matter if it's your guy, you don't root for whoever it is. He is walking around the pitch like, no one can touch me. And Danny Rose looked like he wanted to retire.
Oh my God. Let me get into that anyway.
Yeah, go on. If you want to segue into that, I don't mind it, because playoffs.
Well, I just wait before we get onto that, because I mean, Rose should probably retire, fam. Nah, I'm not even gonna lie. Like
Rose
the type of performance, the performance that he put out at the weekend, that's a retirement performance, bro. That's him saying, I'm not built for this no more. That's all I saw. But even sometimes he was just like, he knew, he's beat me. I can't even do anything more. It was ridiculous. But just on United, before we switch over, is that, look, I think United's problem is at the moment is that it's been run like a business too much and not like a football club. Too many people are on the pitch just because it's like they're entitled to be there because of their status, their wage and stuff like that. When in reality, United have to kind of make hard decisions and do what needs to be done. Maguire was having a bad game. Protect your defender, bruv. Take him off and bring someone else on who can do that position. Bissaka was having a mare as well. He was getting torn up. Yeah, well, switch him over. He's not doing well, or get some extra support. Change the person who you've got in front of him that's going to give him a bit of extra support. Do something tactically that's going to help your club, mate, rather than trying to please the people. Well, Ronaldo's on this amount of weight, so we got to play him. But if he ain't doing shit at the moment, play someone else. Do you know what I'm trying to say? We've got Fernandez, or we've got these men, we've got Pogba, bruv, they're having poor games. Lingard's on form, Lingard's playing pretty well. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Give him a shot. Do you know what I mean? Look, Rashford comes on, bangs a goal. Do you know what I mean? He started off on the bench though. So I think it's one of the things where Ole needs to get some balls basically and say, listen,
Yeah,
this has to be run this way. If you're not performing, someone else is going to take that position until you earn that position, and make them fight again. Because it seems like these guys have got a freedom pass into the first team, and they're not putting that effort on the pitch that shows that they should be there. They shouldn't be there right now. That there's no enthusiasm from the players on the pitch. Do you know what I mean? And that needs to change. And you need to bring in some hungry people instead. Like some of the guys who are sitting on the bench who are good whenever they come on the pitch, give them a go. Put some of these stars on the bench and let them know you're not playing around. I mean,
yeah. Which is why I think if United are going to sack Oli, they need to get someone like Zidane. I feel like they've got so many big personalities now. They need someone they can respect because. Because they've got so many big personalities. Like it's just mad. Ronaldo, Pogba, Bruno. It's like it's a lot of big names, isn't it? I think they need someone that they can respect. Even a Conte would Conte really want to come in with them, man? I don't know, You saw what Conte did with Costa, innit? Like I don't know, but Ronaldo's a big personality, and Conte likes his runners, innit? Like
can't be putting in those sort of performances with Conte. Can't be jogging and balls going through the lines and you're just jogging. Can't be doing that.
You can't.
It was so poor, man. Lazy play.
It was awful. Yeah. Like I was seeing some man pulling out tackles.
Yeah.
And I didn't think I like pick out on that too much, but I was seeing them pull out tackles.
Do you know what their defensive play reminded me of? Do you remember Villa just before they got relegated?
Oh, on the Sherwood.
Yeah. Just before they got relegated, do you remember? And the defense was just water. Hey, you want to go through this?
Awful.
You know what I'm trying to say? Like
the Red Sea.
Yeah, well, that performance reminded me of Aston Villa just before they got relegated. I promise you. So poor. It was poor.
It was awful still. But I'll be interested to see if they sack him or not. But this is a big week for them. The Liverpool game, I'm looking forward to seeing what they do in that one because Liverpool will be coming out for blood. Looking to put that nail in the coffin, looking to slap them up. It's going to be one funny ass game, and I think Liverpool will beat them, and I think they'll beat them convincingly as well. I just think it's done for Oli now. And
if he doesn't pull it out of the bag against Atalanta, it's a problem. That's all. That's their only lifeline, and Atalanta ain't even easy squad. They're good. Do you know what I mean? Good. So that's the thing. It's not like it's got, but they're just easier than the pack that's coming afterwards. That's all.
Exactly.
And if he don't make it here this week, during this week in the European matches, he's got a problem. He's got a problem.
Somehow I see him surviving. Like I think they'll lose against Atalanta or something, and then go and beat Liverpool.
Something like that.
Imagine them beating Liverpool.
It's possible. Derby game, that they're good enough. Like the individuals they have that can win games, they've got some of the best around. So it's not like I know Ollie's the manager, and we don't really rate Ollie, but it's proven in the past 2 years that him being there, it's not him that picks the team. The players just decide, listen, we might turn up today.
Yeah, literally, we're gonna save his ass today. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see still, but yeah, man, I know there was a lot of like Ollie out stuff on Saturdays, which is what you expect. But obviously, Gary Neville was saying everything but Ollie out. He's just trying to protect his friend. It's just shameful at this point, but it is what it is, man. But yeah, big up Leicester though. Big up Leicester. Very, very good performance from them.
Brilliant performance.
They needed that win too.
They did. They did need that win, and I thought they looked good. They did look good. United were bad, but they made them bad as well.
Madison looked good.
Madison did look good.
He looked really good.
It's the best he's looked in a while. Yeah, everyone. I don't think they had a bad performer, but obviously Tielemans was a standout. He was brilliant from minute one.
I can see him next year, like someone like a Man City. It just seems like he'll fit their style perfectly.
Yeah, he's just apparently City won Declan Rice though. That should have identified as their Fernandinho replacement. I'm not sure about that one.
Rice is cold. I'm just surprised that Pep
is going. Though. I don't
want him.
Yeah, I don't know, but it might. Let's see. Pep can make wonders. Who knows? But Rice is a good player still.
Really
but yeah, man. People smash the likes. Obviously, make sure you smash the likes. Like I said, we're on Twitch now too, so go follow us on there. Link is just there. Click it, follow us, smash a like on this video, and subscribe if you're new. Before we touch on the Liverpool-Watford battering, just touching quickly on the Chelsea game, because that was actually a decent game too against Brentford. No idea how they won. Brentford, big up to them again. They're a legit team. They will cause a lot of people problems. And yeah, I guess the main topic of debate is really Mendy. You know, for a long time, the conversation has been over the last year, man, he's class for a black keeper. But I think maybe it's time to just say the guy's class. I think it's time to say the guy's just class. Yo, he was brilliant on Saturday. Absolutely brilliant. And yeah, Rash, like, I think now he's one of the best keepers in the Prem, hands down. And I think he deserves more respect than he's getting. What do you think?
Man, I've been saying it from the moment he stepped into the doorways. I've been saying this guy Mendy stepping in, he's a sick keeper, and he showed it from the get-go. He's been consistent, and that's what you want at your last guy at the back. Your last door of defense is your keeper, and if you got him at the back, him covered, bruv, you're all right. You're right, and I think he's done terrific to keep Chelsea's other what's his name again? Kappa. Keep him out. I mean, it's not like it's difficult because he was wild anyway. But the fact that he's came in and he's not just keeping Kepa right, he's showing that he is the best right now in the Premier League. He's the best goalkeeper in the Premier League, and it's really, really good to see. Do you know what I'm trying to say? It's nice to see like a player. An African player at that as well in the Premier League, the first African player, goalkeeper to win the Champions League. You know what I'm trying to say? He's doing bits in the Prem. He's putting himself about, and his stock is rising because that guy, he saved Chelsea. Brentford had them under the cosh, like constant. I haven't seen Chelsea. Actually, do you know what? City was kind of like that, but it wasn't like that. It wasn't relentless like this.
It wasn't relentless.
There was a certain point in it when I was like, it has to come. If it doesn't come, this defies the laws of averages. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, so like the way they were bombarding the goal, you thought it was gonna come, but again, they had a superhero between the sticks. That guy is amazing. Brilliant purchase. Brilliant.
That's one of the best goalkeeping performances I've seen in a long time, you know. Like he was like you said, I feel like Brentford had like a 5-10 minute period where literally they could have scored every attack. Literally. It was insane. And this guy was just saving everything to the point where I think even his defenders, even when they were half stripped, they were like, all right, he's probably gonna save this one as well.
Yeah. You know, you can see them slow down. They're slow that.
So now big him up still, but like obviously 1-0 win for Chelsea. Who got that goal? Chilwell, innit?
Yeah, Chilwell. Good goal. And you know what's funny is that it came off the back of me actually thinking he was playing quite poor. He was getting torn up. He was getting torn up, and I was just like, oh, bruv, Chilwell should never ever start this in Chelsea's shirt again, bro. It's not working out for him at all. And then he goes and does that. Fantastic.
Yeah. And then it's the fact that apparently now Chelsea 79% of their goals this season have been scored by defenders. So now that starts to raise the question: should they be starting to get worried about their attack? Because their attack, I think, they haven't found the front three that works. And what do you think? What do you guys think it is? They've got so many options, but none of them are clicking. And Lukaku, I saw today, Di Canio gave him some harsh criticism, but that's Di Canio, innit? We don't expect anything different from him. But yeah, what do you guys think about the front three, man? Like, what front three makes sense for Chelsea? I don't know if Jeff, you want to go
first. Well, Lukaku top.
Yeah, Lukaku, yeah.
This might be unpopular. I'd probably say Werner on the left.
Okay.
And maybe Havertz on the right. I think that's how I'd have it. It's just people are just going through some tough form. Or Havertz is going through a tough start to the season, similar to like last season. Just happens like that sometimes. I don't think there's any real cause for concern yet. It's early. Like and they're winning games.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
Still top.
Yeah, and like Chelsea do that. Like even like the Conte time, I'm sure people like Moses, Marcus Alonso, they always chip in with goals. It's just the way their team is. Like it's not the prettiest of styles. Chelsea have never really had a pretty fluent style. It's just aggressive, and they're gonna score goals like all over the pitch. So yeah, I'm not. I don't think they should be too concerned. Like someone like Lukaku will find his form. Like he had form earlier in the season. I wouldn't even say he's off form. It's just a few games where you're just not scoring. So yeah, I think it'll click. People like Pulisic are also not fit. Otherwise, he would probably be in the best starting 11 for me because really, really good player. Just been unlucky a lot of the time at Chelsea. So yeah, man, I think it's just by their time they're gonna keep winning games. I think just by sheer bullying. So yeah, that front three will click eventually.
Yeah, man, sheer bullying, persistence. They've got very. To be fair, at the weekend as well, their first three choice defenders, I think, Christensen, Thiago Silva, Rudiger were all out. So they essentially had a new back line. So they keep a clean sheet in that context, and they were good. Like the defenders were actually good. Brentford were just very good. I can't lie. I can't say that the Chelsea defenders were bad. Brentford were just good. I have to give them credit. But yeah, I guess it's a good thing for Chelsea. Yeah, go on, Rash.
Yeah, I was going to even say the Brentford defense is like they didn't do what a lot of defenders do, which is try to fight Lukaku and stay tight to him. They were aware that, okay, his first touch ain't the most terrific, so they would be half a yard behind him, do you know what I mean? And wait and let him receive that ball and then jump onto him straight away. Like they was very intelligent with their play on the weekend, man. I think overall, as a club, they should be proud of themselves, you know what I mean? Because they've come in, they've got in the face of all the big clubs and everything like that. They're getting a name for themselves. They're showing that if you come to this ground, we're going to make it difficult for you to get any points. And when we come to yours, we're still going to go for it as well. So I think they're giving themselves a great account of themselves.
That manager, what's his name? Frank. Is it Frank?
Thomas Frank, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, give it about a year or so. He's going on to bigger things. He's a good manager.
Yeah, he's off. He is off. Yeah, no, they've been quality, and you know what? I enjoy watching them still. Like I haven't been disappointed in any game I've actually seen Brentford against top teams. Arsenal,
fearless.
Liverpool, Chelsea. Yeah, they're fearless. They're direct. What's that guy? I always forget his name. Tony.
Beaumont.
Fam, if only he could finish that guy, bro. Because he's a old player. I can't lie.
He's a problem.
He's a problem. He hit the post, isn't it?
Twice.
Yeah. That's the thing. His finishing is just a bit random and scatty.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm trying to say? That's all it is. It's a bit random. Like he shoots when you think, oh, I would have took an extra step there. Or do you know what I mean? Or he'll take a match shot that you think, oh, that shouldn't have been so sick, but it was sick. Do you know what I mean? It's just weird. Yeah. But yeah, he's a good player, man.
Especially there's a lot of like wingers or like wing forwards who have that same problem. It's just consistency and like putting like goal, what they call it now, goal involvements. Like Adama Traore has that same problem. St. Maximan has that same problem. Like you threaten all game long. Like you're thorn in the other team's side, but you just can't always get yourself on the score sheet.
I mean, Adama's run against Villa the weekend.
Oh my lord!
What was that? That one was just crazy.
That wasn't football. I don't know what that was.
The thing is, I was talking to my son as he was doing it as well, and he was like, "Why is he sweating already?" I was like, "Nah, that's baby oil. Watch what it does." And he done.
They can't touch him.
They can't touch him, bro.
The guy's flying past people.
He just needs that final product, man.
But this is why it's why Barcelona let him go, man. Because they probably said this guy is gonna go past everyone and miss the goal every time.
All the time. And that's frustrating.
If he had a product, he'd be too good.
He'd be a cheat code. He's a cheat code now.
I was gonna say he'll be Adriano. He'll be Adriano.
Oh, the Interdon.
Yeah. Could be Adriano. He had the pace and the strength. Like if he had the finishes, it'd be very similar.
I'm thinking, maybe he should play up top. Like, you know how like Antonio, we never really regarded Antonio. Antonio's still not the best finisher, but
No, he's not.
he played like right back, he played wing, and he's a problem there too. But if you put him up front and just let him just get him behind and run at you, it's a problem because Traore is a better dribbler than Antonio. Antonio's not the best dribbler. He's just sheer power.
Yeah, sheer power.
Traore in a proper counter-attacking team would at high level would be a monster. Like as a super sub as well. Like he'd almost be a cheat code of a sub if you're winning.
He needs 6 weeks with the shooting coach. That's what he needs.
So
6
do
weeks
nothing
with the
for
shooting
6
coach,
weeks,
bro.
or just shoot.
He just needs to find a shot that works for him. He's even like Sterling. Like Sterling isn't the best finisher. Like we know this, but he just knows at this point like what finish might work for him.
Yeah.
Like he has like one type of finish, like the little side that cut in and like curl a shot. That's his thing.
Yeah, he's good at that one. Yeah, Sterling's good at that one still. You know what? I would love to see Adama under a better coach. It would be great to see what he could become because the way he runs past people is so effortless. It's crazy.
That was scary, man.
That one was scary.
Like he was moving like a Tesla. Like
serious.
He was gone.
He was just weaving now, man.
Yeah, it was a problem.
That was a great result for Wolves as well. Still
brilliant, man. That a great comeback, man. Great comeback.
Midlands derby and that.
Yeah,
true. But you know what? Let's go on to the Liverpool game now. Obviously, they smashed Watford 5-0. Jeff, you said 6-1.
You did.
6-1. I said 8-0 in the end.
Yeah, you did say 8-0 in the end. Yeah. You changed that.
That was the Man City one.
Huh? No, that was the Man City one. That was the Man City one. You changed it to 8-0 still. Yeah.
I thought it was Watford because I said they sack all their coaches.
Yeah,
no, you said 6-1 because they sacked their coaches. You want to see them get annihilated.
You weren't far off, though. You were far off on the Watford side because they were never getting one goal. But Liverpool could have had about 8. Firmino got a hat trick. Mane got his 100th Premier League goal, which kind of got swept aside, to be fair. I don't feel like I've heard people talk about that that much.
Do you know why? It's because it's always a week or two after Salah gets his in everything.
Yeah. It's annoying. And obviously he done that in the same game when Salah was clearly the best player on the pitch. Wonderful assist for the goal.
Yeah,
his goal was brilliant. The ball roll to get past the 2 players was outrageous. That was the best play of the goal for me personally. That ball roll was just ridiculous.
It was the way that he stopped it first, then made the player slightly go forward, then rolled it through that, ran through, cut it back, put man on his ass. Oh, bruv. And he did something very similar at City as well. Quite similar.
Same goal,
angle,
almost.
Same goal almost. Yeah, exactly.
Same goal, and he was amazing. He was brilliant. And I think, to be honest, he started the season so well that I think as long as he maintains a good level of consistency, which he always does, I think he's pretty much someone out player of the year already. I don't see anyone close at the moment. I don't know. Someone could do something mad. Obviously, it's 8 games in. But knowing how consistent Salah is, he's going to get the numbers, even when his performances aren't the best. So if he can keep playing like he is now, then I think he's pretty much got that in the bag, to be honest.
Right now, he's the best player in the world right now.
Yeah, right now.
On form?
Right now.
Can't be argued.
Yeah, on form can't be argued. Yeah, the way he's playing now is just his all-round game's never been better. His whole
that ball to Mane though, and you know what? This is the thing as well that Liverpool have been guilty of over the last few games, or what I can see hasn't been connecting or working between Mane and Salah, is those first-time balls, 2-touch or 2-touch and then a pass. They're always trying to bring it down the line as close to the box as possible, and then they either scuff the pass or they don't do the pass and they get frustrated with each other. But it was a quick look up, 2-touch outside of the boot. The way that it bent around 3 defenders, it was amazing. Like that boy is classy.
Yeah, and then obviously the finish as well from Mane, brilliant. And it was also great for them as well that Firmino got that hat trick.
Needed that.
Nice cheeky hat trick of tap-ins, which I think was good for him as well because now he's got 4 goals in the Prem. Mane's got 5. Salah's got 7. Front three's clicking on all cylinders. Defense is looking good. Thiago's still injured as well, so he's to come back. Fabinho was out. Alisson was out. They're looking good right now. I can't lie. And I
They
think
even look like they missed them though. They didn't even look like they were missed, and that is a problem. How can you not miss Fabinho or
That's
Alisson?
Watford are terrible.
Yeah,
like they are really, 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 really bad. Like
that's the only disclaimer to this, Jeff. Watford were embarrassing.
No, that like they are heading straight back down. Like
straight down.
I can't see how they survive.
And I hope they don't. But it looks like it. That was just awful.
My Lord. Like, because literally, I even missed some of the game because I was out and I was reading like the commentary. It was like Sky commentary, and the Sky were even taking shots. And then I was reading Twitter and like some of like the writers, obviously they're watching the game. Like Salah has got Rose on toast, and it was like 6 minutes. 6 minutes. And then I looked at the pass. I said, nah, like he just struck this guy off, played this ridiculous outside of the De Bruyne pass. Said, nah, this is a purple patch. Like you're not meant to do this. Like Rose is an experienced left back. Been in the Prem like 12 years.
He violated Danny Rose, bro. There was one time, I think this is before 6 minutes. He got the ball and just tapped it around him. And just ran around him. Just ran him. Like nothing. I said, you know what? Nah, Danny Rose is done.
Towards the end of the game, Danny Rose was just jogging back. Everyone was trying to forget. No point in me being here because when I get in there, they just skip around me anyway. So I just gonna.
By the time I started watching the game, Watford had 2 left backs. Nah, it was like 35 minutes. So I got to some calf. I was like, all right, cool. Let me watch this. Bro, they had a guy helping Rose at left back.
And they were still getting broken.
Salah was just toasting them. I said, no. Like, I know Salah's the best player in the world on form right now, but this is shameful. Like, you haven't even hit him. Like, you haven't fouled him, nothing.
Yeah, no,
it was terrible. I feel sorry for him still because I like Rose, but
I feel for him.
I like the guy. It's bad, bro. Man,
he's here.
What are you saying? He's saying, yeah, the Emirates there. Okay, come on, Palace.
So I can't really hear you lot, but we had the game.
All right.
What's your predictions, boys? Sorry, I just want to get your predictions. I've got a few guys. You get your predictions, and then I'll take off. Sorry.
Well, Zaha isn't playing, so I'm gonna go with 3-1 Arsenal.
Oh, Zaha's out.
Yeah, he's ill.
Yeah,
and I said that I said last week that I think it's going to be a tough game, but I think as Arsenal do, they're going to get a big result to make it not really reflect the real performance of the game. But I think Arsenal's going to win 3-1.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 2-0. And that was a hard time. I don't see Palace scoring 2-0. I'm gonna go 2-0 still. So what? So what's Palace's about that?
You said, you know?
What you saying? 5-0. 5-0, yeah.
5-0 Arsenal.
He's
half caught already.
Yeah, this guy's mad still.
He's half caught already. This guy.
I'm taking his off. And I'm taking him off. This is mad. Hey, none of that shit on here. Yeah, he's gone. He's gone still. Hey, you know what? Let me read out the teams in. Let me read out the teams quick. Let's see. So Hazard, that's a big loss for Palace still.
Huge.
So Arsenal is Ramsdale, Tomiyasu, Ben White, Gabriel, Tierney, Partey and Odegaard as a sitting 2, Pepe right, Smith row 10, Bukayo Saka left, and then Aubameyang up top. So mad attacking. And then Palace have gone with Gaeta, Joe Wood, Anderson, Gueye, Mitchell, Gallagher, Milovic, MacArthur, Ayew, Benteke, and Edward. So they don't really have any pace on the wings. So
Edward's not quick.
Nah, he's not quick. And that was Ayew. So yeah, should kind of be a comfortable result for Arsenal, really. Very attacking lineup, though. I have to say, very attacking Arsenal lineup still. So yeah, man. But yeah, man. So just obviously just finishing up on Liverpool. I know Jalil was saying that he thinks they might go unbeaten, that the only unbeaten team left. But I think now, provided that they don't get any major injuries, they'll win this title race, it looks like, isn't it? What are we saying?
Yeah, but again, I think they're in it until they're not in it, if that makes sense. Like the African Cup of Nations will be in December, January. Best case scenario, they get Salah and Mane back off. Then they only missed 2 games, but that's the real test because their strength and depth isn't the best. Like in those positions, like we know that that Harvey Elliott guy who was meant to be the stand-in for them, if anything, is out for however long. Chamberlain could go anywhere this January because he wants to play. Like it's the Shaqiri's gone, so it's all great now. I don't get me wrong, Salah's in the best form of his life right now. But all it takes is one injury, and that's it for them. Like it's gonna really affect them. So I can't say that. Sorry, go on.
So I was gonna say they still have Jota, don't they? And they still have Origi on, and they still have Origi as well. And you know what? When Jota and Origi have to fill in for Salah and Mane, they actually do perform. They still keep it going.
It's cool.
That's one thing I know.
Yeah, it's cool. They do well. It's just I don't know, man. Like with the Shaqiris and that, I feel like they're better equipped for like the wide roles. Like Jota, I know started there for like Wolves, but it seems like he enjoys playing through the middle. Origi does too. So it's just one of those ones that I know Jalil said unbeaten. I just feel like I don't think that could ever be replicated, unfortunately. Or maybe it could, but it's gonna take several years. Like we've seen City go on a run like this for 19 games, and then they got to Liverpool and lost 4-3. Like it's just hard to go unbeaten for the entire season.
The bridge is different now. The gap ain't so big between teams as it was before. It was a lot easier to do that when you know you've only got really 4 main competitive battles in the season. Do you know what I mean? Or 4 teams that are really competitive with you. You can put out those things. But I mean, you have a good game against United and then you get slapped by Brentford in the Prem. It's not nice in the Prem. It's gritty everywhere you go. You know, so it's to have someone. I think Liverpool came closest, and I think that's the lost opportunity that will be, because even the teams that are coming up now and with the money being pumped into all the other clubs now and everything like that, it's just not viable to have an unbeaten season anymore.
Nah, it's literally, I wouldn't say it's impossible, but listen, man, that Arsenal run needs a bit more respect. Like, because people will say like, oh, you only own unbeaten once. Like, it don't win you like 2 titles. It's only 1. I know, but at the end of the day, like this won't be replicated. You can say 12 draws, whatever, but there's a reason why it hasn't been done 17 years later, because it's very hard to do.
Yeah,
big up to Wenger and the man them.
And also the fact, I think Fergie said it's one of the best achievements ever, if not the best achievement. He said that recently because I think there's like a Wenger documentary coming out, and he's in it
next month.
And he speaks, and that'll be a good watch. That'll be a great.
I can't wait.
I can't wait for
that. Because there's going to be some revelations in that one.
Well, the philosophy in that doc is going to be tremendous. That's all I'm saying. It's going to be for the thinker. It's going to be
that
lovely.
man there is a complete legend. I know he got disrespected towards the end of his term at Arsenal. To do what he did at Arsenal for 22 years needs a bigger pat on the back than what he gets.
Yeah, it's mad when you think Wenger doesn't come back to Arsenal, and you know the real reason he doesn't come back is because he just doesn't.
It's pain.
There's a lot of pain. Yeah, it doesn't matter how much money you make in this life. When you love something and you feel like it didn't end pure. And I just wish he'd gone in 2014, because that was the time. Because the years of abuse he got afterwards online was crazy. He got. And even to be fair, even people like Mourinho, to be fair, I think played a part in his downfall, if we're being honest. Because Mourinho, every other press conference is like, there was only one manager in this country who isn't under pressure. We all knew who he was talking about. And things like that, Arsenal fans started to use as ammunition against Wenger. So
forgetting that in '96 there was Bruce Rioch, and if Wenger never took over and did what he did, who knows where Arsenal would be.
And Wenger probably stopped United winning 7 leagues in a row, because at that time no one else was challenging them.
Listen, it was United versus United for a long time.
Yep. So now, obviously, what Wenger did, I think, his first 17, 18 years was amazing. Even the first few years at the Emirates, to still keep us top 4 every year, almost winning the league. The football we played was fantastic. Yeah, man. I think people took granted some of the football that we played. It was outrageous what we were playing in an era where it wasn't really still the norm to play that kind of fluid football. He still managed to do it. Obviously, Pep came in and took it to a different level.
But this is blueprint. Blueprint is the Rijkaards, Wenger, like that total football era too. Like there's a lot. Wenger's a lot of the reason why English football is the way it is, why it developed. Like, a lot of English players didn't diet. Like you think Tony and Adams and them man dieted. Like might go for a beer. Like Mercer, Ruddock. That era was like you could do what you want.
Bro, do you remember Neville Southall in goal? He was at the side of a truck.
He was huge, bro. That man was a unit, fam.
He was a sick five-a-side keeper, though.
Ruddock, in the centre of midfield, bro, at Liverpool.
And then West Ham, Neil Razor Ruddock.
Yeah, bro. It's serious. There was something. You didn't even need fitness back then. You didn't need fitness. You just need to be up for it.
Remember, Gaza said he played drunk. Gaza said he finished the game and he didn't know how it ended. And he was man of the match. He was man of the match and he didn't know what happened. I said, nah. You can do this.
Yesterday. Fair play to Wenger, man. He changed the game and no one can take that away from him forever. He's got a legacy in football that will last forever. And yeah, man, big up to him still. I look forward to seeing that documentary. Who actually is in it as well? That would be interesting. Obviously, I'm sure Henri them man will be in it. But no, big up to him still. But yeah, man, let's finish up quickly. Obviously, people smash the likes. Let's make sure we get to at least 10 likes. And obviously, like I said, Twitch link is there. Click on it. Follow us on there. But yeah, let's finish up quickly with the Newcastle game. Now, obviously, before the game, there was so much excitement. Fans were going crazy. The new owners were in hands. Everyone was gassed. They scored after 2 minutes. Everyone's going mad. Then after about 10 minutes, everyone realizes, shit, these guys.
Everyone's like, oh yeah, we're Newcastle. We ain't bought no one yet. It was the devastation on the fans' face, like that weren't their face last week. Are you stupid?
It was mad. It was mad still, man.
Man. Mad. You see them? You see the fans? They had like, I don't want to be. What's it called? Just like the scarf.
They had like a imama over their heads. Yeah,
bro. I see some of the fans
devastated afterwards.
Bro, they all had it on. I was like, wow. Like, it's not even transfer season yet. Relax.
There was just a bunch of disappointed Arab Geordies. Yeah, in that stadium, bro. They were just like, they didn't understand why they lost. And I had to remind my Newcastle friend, who supports Newcastle, I was like, remember, you guys still have Steve Bruce. Yeah, still have Joe Linton. You still have your same squad you've had.
Linton. Oh my
nothing
God.
has changed yet. Yeah, nothing has changed. You see, when you was disappointed last week and the week before that with your performances, it's that same team, bro. Wait till January. Let's get excited in January.
Striker Fred. Like, he is dreadful.
Yeah, he
horrible.
He's
making me feel like I can make it.
40 million pounds.
40 M's.
It's not even like he was doing any real damage at Hoffenheim.
Right, Jeff, you know you can make it,
bro.
Jeff, you can make it, cuz.
If this was like 6 years ago, I would have tried. Because if this man is getting paid like £80,000 to kick a ball unsuccessfully, and we're all here working full jobs, working 40-hour weeks, if not more. Nah, come on.
He must be this sick in training. Training must be sick, bro.
Bro, he must be banging in top in training, saying, "Guys, I'm gonna do this on the weekend."
This is why you know it's bad. Yeah, he came as a number 9. He plays left wing.
Yeah.
What?
It's weak.
Yeah, he's bad still. Big up the living room. Big up, man. Big up. Hope you're well, man. Hope you're well still. Yeah, obviously, but anyway, good win for Spurs. On the very nice goal. Kane got his goal. Son got his goal. You know, so they kind of bounced back from that tricky spell that they had. So yeah, I think
I wouldn't be surprised if the new owner was scouting and was like, "Wow, we need that Korean boy in our team." Because Son was so sick, bro. Yeah, Son had a sick game, but he's a problem.
And then Bailey just showed again that if he can stay fit and he can work hard, ability-wise, I'm not just saying this, he's one of the best in the Prem on just ability. Like, he's got a lot of it.
Yeah,
he just needs to keep consistent because at times he was unplayable.
Yeah,
in that game.
Yeah, he can be unplayable. I think though his work rate, like I said, I don't usually like to pick out work rate, but his work rate is pretty shit. I can't. It's bad.
You're a professional football. Like, he looks like you'd get like a 10 in the bleep test because he just can't be bothered.
Bruv, man's tired after one run. He looks like he comes on the pitch like he's tired, like he's been working out. Tired, fam.
And I'm always wondering, this guy never jogs off when he's substituted. But it might actually be because he's fun.
Come on, bro.
He might actually not be able to jog off. He's like, I'm done. Like,
I need to see what he does outside of this because he is tired, bruv. He looks tired.
He's legit tired.
Yeah, proper.
It makes a lot of sense why they didn't want, like, Pochettino didn't want to play him. Mourinho did, or Mourinho played him a lot. But even this season, like, Nuno didn't just throw him in. It took him a while before he's like, all right, you play now. But your fitness, Jesus Christ, man.
He's got clear fitness issues. He needs one summer where he needs to take it seriously before pre-season and sort himself out. Whatever he needs to do,
they show that he mummy's food.
Bro, whatever it is, he needs to stop doing it because it ain't working for him. But he's a serious talent. I can't lie.
Top.
So good win for Spurs. What other good result? One result that kind of stood out as West Ham. Which one?
City won, didn't they?
Yeah. City won 2-0.
Routine win.
Actually played better than I thought.
Yeah, he did.
They only tried. West Ham, great win away to Everton. That was a great win for them. Still,
West Ham are a good team, and I told you they're finishing up. They're finishing up there, man.
There's just like
go on, Jeff.
I was just gonna say they're like a poor man's Chelsea. They're just all aggression. Like the Rice in the middle, Antonio. You got people like Bowen who just work hard. You got Fornals who's got a bit of both. He's got a bit of quality and works hard. Benrahma too. Like, it's a nicely balanced team, man. Because that's Everton are their kind of weight class, and they played well against them. And Jordan Pickford reminded me why I don't like him.
Bruv, I don't know what's his problem, bruv. I don't know why he does these things, man. I don't know why
he's getting pushed around.
Always, bruv.
You can use your hands.
How can you get out jumped? How can you be a goalkeeper getting out jumped? What is that?
6 foot.
Isn't that an oxymoron, bruv? The goalkeeper getting out jumped, bruv. Are you crazy? You can use your hands. Hands on top.
He's smiling about it afterwards, like he's the big man, bro. Someone just slap him, please. Oh man, I can't wait till someone decks him in the face in the game, bro.
Jesus. Violence.
No violence in it, no violence, obviously. In the football context, isn't it? In the football, someone just take him out. But well, what else? We spoke about Wolves. That was a sick comeback for them. But I think those were the most of the results. Like Norwich 0-0 against Brighton.
Mbappe got robbed, by the way. I think that was a penalty. When the goalkeeper did kick his foot, they saw that it was contact, and then they're saying it's not enough contact for him to go down. Obviously, it was. He went down from the contact. It's a pen. You know what I mean? But it is what it is.
Nah, that was a pen. All right, cool. All right, you know what? So as we finish off, let's do something that we started a couple of weeks ago. So, Rash, give me your man of the weekend and waste man of the weekend.
All right. Well, I think man of the weekend, it can only go to Salah. He's proven, like, with all the talk midweek, and even some people like, nah, don't get too excited. He kind of shut everyone up and said, no, get excited. I'm about my business. And flop of the week, I have to give it to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer.
Oh man.
I have to.
I can't lie, I would have done the same thing. Man of the weekend for me is easy. And flop of the weekend, yeah. So I would have given it to Ole as well. Nah, Ronaldo. I'll give it to him.
Oh no, you got an agenda against him. This guy was fighting for him to go. This guy was celebrating.
That is to retire, bro.
The man that switched jerseys when Ronaldo came.
Bro. Fuck United, bro. Fuck United, bro.
Well, he's literally doing nothing different. He's the same Ronaldo he was 3-4 years ago.
Not, bro. The guy's done out. He used to retire, bro.
It's horrible to watch, though. It is horrible to watch.
It is sad to watch, bro. The guy looks like an old man.
Look, last game and the game before was sad to watch. It was
sad to watch, man. It was sad to watch.
But honestly,
you'll see it soon, bro. You'll see it soon.
He's not doing anything different. Like, this is what's confusing me. Like, it's the same Ronaldo. He's just not Real Madrid anymore.
Do you know what I think it is, though, Jeff? I wasn't watching Ronaldo in Juventus. I was just hearing him scoring goals. I wasn't watching him play, but I'm like, oh.
Bro, I'm not going to lie. I watched maybe 10, 12 Juve games last year. Even Real Madrid for the last 2-3 years. It's the same Ronaldo. It's just the chances you get at those teams, because they're the best teams in their divisions for the most part, is he's a world-class finisher at this point. So he's going to finish it mostly like, he's going to finish his dinner 8-9 times out of 10. But
yeah,
Man United are so bad that it doesn't matter who's there. Like, their transition from midfield to attack is not good. So he's going to look even worse.
But Fernandes was putting some things on the plate for him. I couldn't believe he weren't finishing his dinner this weekend. But some of the balls that was coming through to him, like, I would have put my life he would have scored the goal. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's not like him.
You know what it is as well. I think he's playing very similar to how he was at Juve and the end of his Madrid time. The only thing for me that's different is that Ronaldo could still have 2 or 3 moments in the game where he could still take on a man and beat them. Now it looks like he just can't do it. Like, his legs, like, anytime he tries, he ends up on the stretch every time, and that's just because. Yeah, his legs are gone, so he's literally just about scoring now. That is it. He can't even give you that couple of moments of individual brilliance. Those are gone. Literally score or bust, and that's why I feel it's sad to watch him personally. But he's probably not Ole's the real fraud of the weekend.
Mine is Maguire.
It would have been Maguire if it weren't Ole.
It's not totally his fault, but. Like, that first goal was just like, whoa, this is bad. Like, you tried to take on the guy here.
That whole entire play, and there was even just before that little warning time when Pogba lost the ball, and Maguire was nearest to him, and the way he just skipped past Maguire like he wasn't even. Yeah. I was like, oh my gosh! I was like, is that the centre back? What are you doing there? Like, no.
That was bad.
They almost scored there. Yeah, that was the first warning sign. I was like, whoa, what's going on here? Yeah, the poor.
That was bad still. Okay, so we've all got Salah as the man of the weekend, and 2 of us have got Ole as the fraud and Maguire as the other fraud from Jeff. So it's all United based. There were a couple other contenders for fraud of the weekend, but I think those are all fair, to be honest. And yeah, man. So I think we're gonna round it off there. It's been a very good review show. The Arsenal game starts in 25 minutes, so we're gonna have some time just to chill before that game, which is blessed. So people, like I said, make sure to smash the likes. As I said, we're on Twitch. Link is there. Before you leave this video, click on that Twitch. Follow us on there. We're going to be doing content on both YouTube and Twitch, as is the case right now, where we should be live on Twitch also. So make sure to follow us there. But most importantly, smash the likes on this video. And if you're new, subscribe. But before we head off, as usual, just some quick words from Raf before we head on.
Yeah, so just in the focus of, I believe it was Mental Health Week a couple weeks back. So just in the spirit of that, it's just want to let everyone know that it's very important to keep yourself mentally leveled, Make sure you exercise your mind as much as you do your body. Do not be ashamed if you are experiencing any form of mental health, because mental health is just the same as sickness to your body. There's two types of sickness that you can have. You can have the sickness of the body, you can have the sickness of the mind, okay? And both of them are nothing to be ashamed of, and both need to be rectified and looked after properly. So I wanted to say a little quote from one of the Islamic scholars of the past. He said, beware of your thoughts, because your thoughts, they become your words. Beware of your words, because your words, they become your actions. Beware of your actions, because your actions, they become your character. And beware of your character, because your character, that then becomes your destiny. So it all starts in the mind, okay? So make sure we've got that exercise. Make sure that we're all thinking well. Make sure that we always remember, love always wins. Spread the nicety, spread the love, because we need much of it in this world.
Yeah, man, and yeah, I
Definitely.
think that quote beautifully sums it up, man. Nothing more to add. And yeah, people like Rash pointed out, man, never be afraid or shy of, like, if you ever need to talk to anyone about anything you're going through, there'll always be people that will hear you out, and you're never alone. Trust me, trust us. Everyone goes through things. A lot of the times, the world moves so fast, we have to keep moving with it. So yeah, but never be afraid to speak to others about it, because you're definitely not alone. And like Rash said, love always wins. But until next time, people, we'll be back later this week. But until then, enjoy your evening. If you're watching the Arsenal game, enjoy that. And yeah, take care, everyone. Peace and love. Peace.
So